sleep apnea, and just general breathing issues with mast cell issues, mast cell activation syndrome. So why does this actually happen? So one important thing to understand first and foremost is what are mast cells? So mast cells are immune cells. The most basically, they are immune cells, and they are throughout most of our body. They're definitely a ton in our gut, in our lungs. We have some, all over the place, almost essentially, almost all over the place, which is why mast cell issues, mast cell activation syndrome issues and symptoms are so widespread. So because we have mast cells in our lungs, we also have them, in our sinuses and kind of all throughout here. In our throat, we can also have some throat issues, and we can have throat swelling, which is really common. Now, is this actually a mast cell issue or things that come along with mast cell issues? Like candida, oral thrush is a really common one that can cause some swelling. We can also have viral issues, and because mast cells are immune cells, then we can also end up with some swelling like in our glands. They can become really swollen when we have continued mast cell issues. Now, once again, we all have mast cells. They should be there. They should respond in stressful situations, and that's pretty widespread. That means, like, if you get sick, if you go into a state of fight or flight, if whatever it is, any sort of stressful situation, mast cells do activate. And when we're no longer stressed, they go back to a regulated state. The issue is when we have this chronic stress and they are chronically dysregulated, and then they get stuck essentially in this dysregulated state, that we end up with a lot of chronic issues. And once again, like, mast cell issues can present really far and wide because we have these mast cells throughout most of our body. So this is why it can be really challenging to diagnose. This is also why mast cell issues, when we think about mast cell issues and root causes of mast cell issues, we really do have to peel back the layers, because there can be so many seemingly random symptoms that are associated with mast cell issues. And that's why we need to dig a little bit deeper in understanding, okay, so we have these mast cell issues, good to know, and what are the bigger root causes of this stress that are contributing to these mast cells being continuously dysregulated, in which case we're having mast cell issues that may eventually lead to mast cell activation syndrome. It could also be histamine issues, because mast cells, sometimes when they're activated, they can also release a histamine. I'm going to do some more videos on mast cell issues, how do we address mast cell issues, how do we heal from mast cell issues, so be sure to like and follow.